in settings on your phone that makes it so your phone can turn.
Yeah.
Like turn. Yeah. Somehow it got clicked off. All right. Here we go. Here we go. God damn it. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Long Lost Brothers, the podcast devoted to talking shit and having a really hard time getting their technical difficulties sorted out.
Indeed.
My name is Brett Scott.
I'm Jesse Colt.
And we are the long lost, late as fuck brothers.
Yeah, we made it though. We all right, man.
Yeah. What's going on, Jesse Cole? How's your weekend been?
Good, man. It's Tuesday night, but it's like my Sunday night right now. So yeah, that man. It's we went all the way to like, I actually drove to the Canadian border this time, dude. We went and saw the soon-to-be Mrs. Cole's kid sister, who had her 21st birthday and had some festivities and stuff, and it was cool, man. But the town that they live in is like super small, so we're in my car a whole bunch. It's like, oh, let's go to this person's house. And it's like an hour away, you know. It's like, let's go to this person's house. Like an hour in the other direction. It's like this whole other town. It's like something Port, Kettle Falls, Colville. We're like, we're gonna go Spokane, but then it's like, if I go Spokane, I ain't driving back to Kettle Falls.
Do you now you go to the Canadian border, right? I mean, you're not literally going to the border, right?
No, this time we did because the girls were getting their hair did, and me and my brother-in-law said, man, let's go cruise up here while the girls are getting their hair done. I ain't never seen no moose before, you know. So I mean,
so all right,
yeah, that's why I just drove up, but I flew the bitch because they didn't let my felonious ass up into the like Canada, but it was cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I imagine
they let you there.
Yeah, they ain't let me get none of them gravy and French fries and maple syrup.
Yeah, they barely want you here, bro.
I know.
They gonna let you to Canada. No, I was just thinking because like I know there's areas up there somewhere where you could literally just walk across the border.
100%.
Like,
my partner Adam was like, "Yeah, you could just drive there." He's like, "Look," he like pulled it up on our computer at work. He's like, "Yeah, you could just drive there."
Yeah, like there's no border patrol or anything like that. You just cross.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's illegal.
But they have drones, bro.
Yeah, I've heard that. Cameras and drones and fucking sensors.
Because when we went there on our previous visit there, we were on one of the family members' back porch, and they're like, that right there, that's Canada. The mountains, those are on the Canadian side. They're like, yeah, sometimes when we get too close up there, you see all the drums and stuff start popping out.
That's crazy.
I mean, they're cool, but they're a little backwoodsy and stuff. Like they live in the woods, so you know it's a little. It's cool, man. It's cool up there. It's a little different. It's a little more small town. Like nobody wears a mask. They do not care about COVID at all. It's just
we got places like that here too. Like I live in the big city where everyone wears a fucking mask, but like you venture out 20 minutes outside of the cities, like fucking they don't wear masks in stores sometimes and shit.
That's what I'm saying. The Walmart up there, like this is how different it is. Okay, the Walmart here, upon leaving, you need to show a receipt, and you can't come in without a mask, or they'll stop you. Okay, like you have to have a receipt because there's a lot of theft here. Because Aberdeen is a terrible town. There's a lot of criminal stuff going on, right? You go up there, there's 2 checkers, everything else is self-checkout, and then about all the employees are wearing masks. I think that's like a Walmart thing, but about 1 in 5 of the citizens are wearing masks. I just was like thinking, like, should I even wear a mask? I don't know. Like, are they gonna look at me differently? Like, I mean, because
I'm gonna get beat up for wearing a mask.
Yeah, Kimberly was no mask shaming me. She's like, put your mask on.
Put your mask on.
Yeah, but like, it's
who raised you?
Right. It was like, you know, I'm like a community health worker. Like I'm supposed to tell people like, reinforce that. But I will tell you this, dirty secrets.
Hey, wait a minute, you're running for office now.
Hey, no, this is from the CDC recommendation. If you've been exposed to somebody for more than 15 minutes or in direct contact with them for more than 15 minutes within a 24-hour period, mask or no mask, you're still considered, potentially contaminated or whatever. Like
Mhm.
so like your your mask ain't doing nothing, bro. That's like a lambskin. That's a lambskin condom, bro. It's not doing a lot for your safety. I'll just keep it real, unless you got like
You
the
ever
like
have you ever been
respirator.
to Canada? Have you ever actually been up there?
No, I
No.
I've been a felon since I was like 19.
So
So
that's really a thing. Like as a felon, you'll never be able to travel outside the
that's the
country.
way I understand it. I think that they don't even let you in up there if you have a DUI, and I got a
What
DUI
about,
too.
what about other countries though? Is it just
Um,
Canada's like?
I've been to Europe. They didn't care at all. They were like, yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck in Europe. They let anybody fucking just walk in that bitch. Come
I
on
went to
in.
I went to Amsterdam. That was like the layover was in Amsterdam, and they did not care at all.
That's cool. Yeah, I've been to Canada. I went when I was really young, like in school. In sixth grade, we went on a class trip to Canada. Because I mean, we're
Yeah,
not far from Canada either, man. Like we're
yeah,
Ohio, and it's like right above us is like New York and Michigan, which is like
yep, yep,
Canada. So we went up to Toronto. I guess I was like what, 12, 12,
yeah,
13. It was
yeah,
wild, man, because like first time like staying away from your parents with your school friends and shit, and we got to stay in
yeah,
hotel rooms, like you know, I mean,
yeah,
it was innocent, but it was like at the time, it was like, whoa, fucking
yeah,
party.
yeah. I
Maybe,
remember
maybe, you know,
eighth
like
grade trip.
if it had been 5 years later, there would have been like alcohol being snuck in and shit. But at that time, it was completely innocent. But it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of
Man,
fun.
yeah, I
Good shit.
remember that. We had this eighth grade trip getaway, and my buddy Chad, right? I like finger blasting some chick at the hotel.
See, that's the difference between sixth grade and eighth grade, right there.
Yeah, I was trying to do
Yeah.
some things, but I just, I wasn't quite there yet. Didn't have the.
Yeah, I think I was lucky, man. I remember I think I held a girl's hand for the first time on that fucking trip. Like that's how young I was. It was a good fucking time though. It was fun, man. It was a ridiculous bus ride though. It was like even like from here we took a bus and it was like something ridiculous, like 9 or 11 hours or something like that on
Man,
the bus.
you should try getting on. Okay, so check this out, right? Um, I went to go see Tech Nine when I was in my 20s, and
Shit. Okay.
okay, in Pullman, right? But I didn't have no license, no insurance. I'm like meth dealer Jesse at this point, and I have this convertible Mustang, a Fox body, right? And
Oh shit, Vanilla Ice.
no, that was a Cavalier. This Mustang was actually pretty gangster, but anyway, I digress. So I'm riding dirty. The plates are like super not even like like they're not even registered. That's how they come up when they run it. So anyway, anyway, I get like my 14th driving suspended, right? And a year later, and I just never go back because it's in like Colville or not Colville, but it's in Pullman. So I'm like, I don't care. Like that's not
Yeah.
like I don't even go here. I just went here one time. I'm like,
Yeah. I just won't come
care if I
back.
got
Okay.
right. So
Mhm.
man, about a year and a half later, I get locked up for some other stupid shit in Walla Walla, and dude, it's like literally a 2 hour drive. It took me 24 hours to get to this other jail, and then they wouldn't pick me up on the warrant after transporting me, and I had to go all the way back to Walla Walla, which is like another 12 hours, like on the next bus thing.
There's like a police transport. Like
Yeah, yeah, and it's terrible. There's this
Jesus
in
Christ. Yeah.
in Everett, there's this room, right, where is it? That's like the hub. Like they take all the transportees, the all the people that are need to go to another town to get to take care of their shit, and
Yeah.
dude, so and there's one toilet, and I shit you not, it's like you're shoulder to shoulder to shoulder, like it's like it's so fucking full, and it's like everybody has to piss or shit, and it's just like god damn, dude, like that makes you not want to be a criminal in itself because it's just like that. I've seen some like gnarly shit in jail, like people getting beat up and everything, and like the whole like jail stuff is just it's not a fun experience. But dude, that was the worst. Where it's like just smelled like fucking bros in there, and it's like this is rough. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I
that.
just had the worst experience, so I wasn't gonna share it,
Oh,
but
oh
so
yeah,
I'm at I'm at work and we are supposed to start the show like a half an hour ago and like I was finishing up I'm a delivery driver, and so like I have to back in these trailers and like hook up to a new trailer and shit like that. And I'm doing that, and I'm like, oh, I kind of gotta go to the bathroom. And so I'm like, oh, I better hurry up and do this before the store closes, so I can get done switching out the trailers and then go to the bathroom real quick before they close. Well, no, I had some technical difficulties. Seems to be the theme of the night, and I got done like 2 minutes after the store closed, and I was like, god damn it. So I'm driving with a turtle head poking out. Jesse's calling me like, hey man, we about to do this podcast. And I'm like, hold on, bro. I gotta find a gas station. And it's like it was terrible, dude. So yeah. Have you ever been on a road trip like that and it's like you cannot find a place to go to the bathroom and you're like you're about to shit yourself? And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, man. So I was experiencing that like with COVID. It's like nobody's wants to have open restrooms, and me and Kimmy are avid travelers. Like that's kind of our jam. We just get in the car and pick a direction and go till we get tired and we're finding a waterfall, and then we seek out a hotel from there. So we're usually super tired and crabby on the way back. So today today was extra because there's a lot of driving, And then anyway, I'm telling too much of the story. So we're driving to fucking we're like, where the fuck were we? We're just getting down I-5. We're like by Auburn, which is like 2 hours from our house. But Kimberly's been holding the piss for like an hour, a solid hour. And I didn't want to say that I had to pee too because I was like, no, we're making really good time. Like, like I'm killing it. And anyway, so she's like, you have got to find a toilet right now. And we have like our niece Gigi's in the back and she has to pee too. So I'm like, dude, we're going like everywhere. And like it took us like 5 different stops. And the lady at the last gas station we went to was like, no, but that building next door is like a professional building and they have a toilet right there inside. So like you just go in there and there's a public restroom. I was like, fucking praise Christ. But it's like, dude, like just keep pulling up on spots and they're like, nope. It's like,
if everybody just had to pee, you should have just pulled that bitch over and y'all jumped out of the car and peed in the grass. Like, what's going on?
Well, yeah, me and Kimmy are hip to that, but like, we're on that. Well, 2 problems. One, we're on I-5, which is like,
Yeah, it's a little different when you're on an interstate.
It's like a 4-laner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then 2, Gigi's only 5, so like I don't think she's really hip to peeing in the bushes. I mean, gotcha. Kimberly's game, and Champ. She's laying over there asleep right now. I
remember one time. I was driving to get my son. It's like an 1.5-hour trip, and I do this every week. Every week, 1.5 hours to go get him, 1.5 hours back. And like, I had my daughter with me one day, and I had to piss really bad. And it's like you're out in the middle of nowhere, like these back roads and shit. And like I just pulled over in the weeds, right? And like I go to hop out, and my daughter's like, "Daddy, what are you doing?" Like she's like, she's looking around like we're in fucking a field, bro. Yeah. I'm like, I just gotta go to the bathroom. She's like, "There's no bathroom." Like, there's plenty of bathroom. But yeah.
Yeah, on the way up, like we're trying to like enjoy ourselves. Like, this is vacation. Let's not rush. Let's just, So anyway, we stayed the night. I stayed home Friday night so I could run Saturday, and then so it's like it's later in the evening. So we ended up staying in some weird little town called Cleellum, which is like a tourist town. It's like a ski thing, I think. It's like I remember driving through there when I was younger when it was covered in snow, but it is nice. A little. Everything's it's one of those towns where everything's a little extra expensive for no reason. Does that make sense? It's like there's not a lot of other things around. So anyway, we ended up staying there, and so then I put Kettle Falls in the GPS from Cleellum. So we ended up like driving the whole Canadian border, and like whenever we had to pee, I was just like side of the road, like there's no cars coming. I'm driving like 90, 85, 90, like the whole way. It was freaking awesome. Yeah, like it was pretty bad. And it was like a video game because there's like no snow. It's like, but it's cold, but it's like not wet, and it's like not barely raining. Other than going over Snoqualmie Pass, like it's super gorgeous. Just like just getting it and like listening to music, and It was cool. It was a good drive. It was like, I mean, it was not the fastest route for sure, but maybe from Cle Elum to Kettle Falls, which is like,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah,
it's like,
we do that a lot. Like take the scenic route when we're going places. Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's a little slower, but shit, you see a lot cooler shit than the interstate. You know what I mean? You're not just looking at
yeah.
the highway the whole time.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it is like the Columbia River that goes between Washington and Canada, and that was
Mhm.
like the that's like a left hand view, and it's like these massive cliffs with like this nice little beaches on them and stuff. It's pretty cool. It was like 30 degrees outside too, though. But yeah.
Well,
So
you've
how's the
been
run?
well,
How's
the
the run?
running, fuck man. The running has been going good. I've been hitting every run.
Yeah.
It's fucking sucking sometimes. I mean, I've been doing my long runs on Saturday morning, super early. I get up at 5 and I'm running before 5:30. Like, and I usually don't do that. Like, get up and start running right away. Fucking
Yeah.
sucks, dude. But yeah, I'll get up because I have to get it done before my daughter wakes up,
Yeah.
and I got to do it on the treadmill. So I got to get up in the morning
Oh
and like, you know,
man. Okay. I
get it
don't.
in, man. 12 miles I did Saturday.
I saw that.
Uh, we're
Yeah.
getting it. We're getting
I've
it.
I did 6 Saturday.
Yep.
Outside though, so that's good. And the weather's
Yeah,
been
I
just
really need to start doing my long runs outside because, for one, it's just a different thing. Like,
well, yeah.
it's
And this is where I fucked up this winter when I was trying to run that marathon. I did a lot of my running on a treadmill. Then when I started running on the outside, I busted
fucking
those shin
sucks.
splints. I got shin
Yeah,
splints. So you're gonna have to I would actually do some of my shorter runs outside and wouldn't just to get that impact training on your shins before because if you're just like I mean it might not happen but yeah shin splints that sucks bro. That
yeah.
was,
I've been doing all of my runs outside except for that one long run on Saturday,
okay.
and I can't wait till I can fucking run the long run outside because those are fun anyway. Like, they're more fun outside. Like, fuck a
Yeah,
treadmill for 2 hours. Jesus
yeah,
Christ, that's so boring. Dude, I literally I watched movies and shit. Like
yeah,
last week, I watched almost all of Avengers Infinity War while I was running. Like,
yeah,
long ass movie, dude. And
man.
yeah. So I'm doing that. I'm learning about fucking cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and shit. And I'm just
So,
YouTubing the whole time I'm on the treadmill.
yeah,
It's
but
good.
hey,
I can't wait to get outside though. Dude, the weather's been fucking gorgeous here. So I really want to get out there and do it.
oh yeah, yeah, man. I know like the spring here I'm like super loving it. I did get into the gym and lift some weights on Monday or yeah, yesterday in the morning. I got up and I was just like, I need to do something. I was like, I'm probably not gonna run because I only have like my high top Reeboks and I didn't really like plan for running. I didn't bring like proper clothes for running.
Yeah.
Uh, but I did go get a little pump on. That was cool. Yeah, I met this dude. He's super cool. It's a super small town, so like the guy's like telling me his life story, just like giving me like a little tour, and I'm like, all right, man, I got like an hour to get this done. So like, you know, but he
Like,
was
I
cool,
haven't seen a
man.
person in years.
Right?
Talk
No,
to me.
it was like I mean, it's a Monday, and it's all like it's like at 10 o'clock on a Monday, and in any gym, it's like all senior citizens, like so it's like, and then there's like the random dude like popping in here and there, but it was cool when.
That dude's probably like he's probably like, when you go back out into the world, can you tell him we're still here?
Hey, no, shout out though, Body and Soul in Colville, Washington. Hey, the facility is legit. They have a very nice gym. Yeah, and the staff's super nice. I gave him a 5-star rating, a good review on Google. I don't remember the dude's name, but he's cool as shit. So
I'm sure he's not watching this right now.
yeah,
It's all it's all good.
yeah, but I get, yeah, you support those small businesses and give them shout outs here and there too. So if you're ever in
Yes.
Colville and you want to find a cool little gym, and there's only $5 for the day pass, so
Oh, that's good. That's
yeah.
decent.
Oh yeah, and they have like literally everything, so it's legit, worth $5.
So damn man, a lot of cool shit came out on
Yeah,
TV last week.
I was gonna say that. Speaking of long ass movies, Zack Snyder. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Oh
Watch that
shit.
Snyder cut.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that was the whole reason I bought that app. I got it when Wonder Woman 1984 came out, but that was a little just waiting for that motherfucking Zack Snyder director's cut, and that motherfucker did not disappoint.
Dude, did you like the original like theatrical Justice League or
Mm,
what?
I thought it was all right. I mean, it was cool. It had its moments. It was cool, but it wasn't that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I I don't do you know what happened? Why Zack Snyder wasn't why he
I
didn't finish it?
no.
This is why this is such a cool story, man, because Zack Snyder had, as you could tell, he had most of the movie made. Like all that you saw in the one that was in the theater, you saw most of like most of what you saw was the shit we saw in the Snyder cut, but with other shit added in and some silly goofy stuff, and it was trimmed down to 2 hours.
Yeah, and I
But
don't like when you see this one. It's like less like comedy, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
That was definitely Joss Whedon, the director that took over. He added a bunch of that like comedic elements and stuff like that to it to try to
yeah,
make it a little less dark like the other DC movies. And
yeah. It's like that's what you want out of DC, though.
yeah, it's like, well, a lot of people were complaining like, oh, it's too dark, it's too, I mean, like, and so they were like, I don't know, this Joss, I think, kind of wanted to marvel it up a little bit, you know what I mean, make it a little more
Yeah,
light.
it's funny because they bring the Marvel guy back, and then fucking he turns into like what it is. I mean,
Yeah,
and
dude. So,
the
well,
Flash is so much better, so
yeah, wasn't he?
like 10 times better than that. Like they gave
Yeah.
him such a like more like they made him matter.
Hmm.
They gave you his story. They set up Flashpoint Protocol, or
Iris.
but yeah, yeah, Iris. Like that wasn't even a thing in the other one. It's like, man, y'all just like gave him some little weak ass little like
Yeah.
you didn't made it like he didn't even matter. Like he's just some
Yeah.
this our token fat.
Same with Cyborg, man. Like he was the
Right.
fucking star of this movie.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And that was that actor had a lot of fucking complaints after the theatrical one came out. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Like I was supposed to be like one of the main focal points of this movie, and it comes out and I'm like a sidebar barely. And he's like,
yeah. They just kept it all about Aquaman and Superman.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, let me tell you a little bit about this. The story of Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, he had the movie almost made, and he made the other ones. He made the Man of Steel, and he made the Batman versus Superman, and so it was like, this was his baby. Like he was gonna bring the whole team together and make this fucking
Okay,
epic.
okay.
And he made most of the movie, and I believe, man, I don't even want to fuck this up, but I'm pretty sure it was his daughter. His daughter took her own life.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And that's why he ended up not like he, was tending to that. He was grieving over his daughter and he was unable to finish the movie. Like that was it.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's like what's that compared to anything?
yeah. Oh my God, dude. Like if you notice at the very end of the movie, it's like the very last scene ends and then on the screen it says for autumn.
Okay, yeah.
That was his daughter. And so that's what happened. He left to take care of business with his family and grieve the loss of his daughter. And they were on a schedule. They had to finish this movie, and they brought in another director to help finish it. And
You shit the bed.
yeah, what we got was Joss Whedon's Justice League, and it was a far cry from what Zack Snyder wanted it to be. Well, right after the movie came out and fucking everybody was shitting on it, there was this rumor going around that Zack Snyder had basically a whole fucking epic film. He had a cut of his own still on his laptop, like, what I mean, ready to go. But with like without the CGI and stuff in it, without the extras in
Oh,
it. But everything else was filmed and ready to go. And it was just like this rumor. It was like a friend of Zack Snyder's was like, "Oh, I saw the Snyder cut, and it is fucking epic." And then it just started going around, and they were like, "Is there really a Snyder cut? Is there really like a whole big ass 4 hour long director's cut?" Like blah blah blah. And then so fans started going, "Release the Snyder cut." They started doing hashtag release the
yeah.
Snyder cut. And then these motherfuckers, fans are crazy, dude. The fans made this movie happen. It wouldn't have
Well,
happened without them.
good.
They they started fucking campaigns. They bought billboards in New York City and LA that said release the Snyder cut. Like it was madness.
Okay, so
Madness.
my question is, how much more gangster is Steppenwolf in this?
So much better, man. And here's the thing, I didn't finish the first movie. That's how much I didn't enjoy it. Like I wasn't into it, man. The
Yeah,
first one, I got about halfway through and I was like, nah, I'm not really feeling this. Like I don't care that much. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But this thing was, I thought it was spectacular. There's some people who say like if you didn't like the other one, you probably won't like this one. Like I don't think that's true at all.
Well,
I fucking
this is how little I think that Kimberly was impacted by the first movie because she's like, this is the same thing. I was like, no, it's not, babe. I was like, this is really not the same thing. I was like, no, keep watching, babe. I was like, no, because I was like, initially, yeah, it feels the same, but then it's like Steppenwolf comes out and he's got like all the whole like like
Mhm.
biomechanical armor and shit, and like
Yeah.
and then it's like they just start getting more and more like detailed, and I'm like, and Kimberly like halfway through, she's like, this is better. She's like,
Yeah.
but it's kind of the same, but just more detailed. I'm like, yeah, but like this is where my dorkness comes in, and her normal human beingness is there, but like my geekiness, like, yeah, that's fucking badass, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
I thought it was it was cool too that well, they showed Dark Side, which they
yeah,
didn't in the first
yeah,
movie. That's one
yeah.
big fucking thing.
And who's
Um
that? Doc Sade was is that his name? The other dude that's like the intermediary between them. That
oh
kind
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I
of,
was that steeped in
yeah,
DC knowledge, but I'm
I'm
not.
not. Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not like I like.
But it was I know that this movie was fucking great. Like I watched it and I was like, God damn, man, like it doesn't feel like it didn't feel like the same
And
movie.
you know what a detail that kind okay, so in the original cut, it's just like out of nowhere Aquaman has his little fucking outfit, his Aquaman suit.
Hmm.
Out of nowhere he goes from Arthur Curry on the beach to Aquaman suit with a trident unexplained, right?
Now we got a lot more story. Yeah.
Yeah, so now it makes sense that he um what the fuck is that guy's name? William Defoe coming with like you use your mother's trying like you gotta stand up for us, like coming
Mhm.
in. It's like that sets up so much more for Aquaman if they had it just done it the right. It'd been like, oh okay, this whole movie makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
made me
I wish that movie was like, I wish there was a way they could just make the other one not exist and just make this like the official like story.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Why not? I mean, they could. I mean, who's to say they can do whatever the fuck they want? They made the Snyder cut. Jesus Christ. Like, if you can do that, that's never happened before, dude. That's why I was saying it was so
Oh
cool
yeah, my
that
bad.
Zack
Yeah,
Snyder
yeah,
got to come back and like bring his vision to life. Like after all the shit that he went through and like, having his fucking baby finished by someone else and like and just all of that. Like he lost his daughter and then his like on top of that, the thing he had been pouring all of his fucking work into, all of his heart into, gets taken away and everyone hates it. Like
yeah,
the version they get to see. And then but it's such a cool thing that the fans wanted it so much that he got a chance, he got the money from HBO to fucking do it. And
hey,
then and
he
then
made
like
an app
even
where
all the actors and stuff too, they came back to do like reshoots and add-on shit. Like that's so fucking cool, man.
well, for Cyborg, he was like, I'm not playing Cyborg anymore. And
Mhm.
then now it's kind of like, okay. I don't know. Oh, how can you not now, bro?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
come on.
I don't know, because he had some other problems with like Warner Brothers in general, I think too. Like he said that
Yeah.
there was some like I think there was some like racism going on and shit that he didn't like. And so it wasn't just Joss Whedon as a director, but like the corporate
Yeah.
overseers that were like allowing this shit to happen and like yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if they'll continue on or not. I mean, they might now with all the shit he's kind of talked about them, they might not want to work with him anymore.
Yeah, because Zack Snyder was like the next movie he wanted to do was Cyborg.
Hmm.
And so I would like to see that. I would watch that.
I'd watch anything now, dude. To be honest, that movie was, it was so
Zack
good
Snyder
that like
killed
I
it.
kind
Yeah.
of want to, I kind of want to go back and watch Man of Steel and fucking
I like Man of
BVS.
Steel.
Yeah, like they weren't bad, but I didn't think
I
they were
didn't
the greatest.
I didn't love Batman versus Superman.
Right.
And I
I
was like,
guess there's a, you know what? There is a like an extended director's cut of that too. That's like 3.5 hours long, something like that. That I've heard is even better than, it's better than the original cut, but I don't know. I haven't seen it.
yeah,
I
I don't know,
imagine,
because it's
I don't
like
know. I would say, but with that guy's vision, he's just
Kim,
good,
Kim
man.
Kimberly hates Batman, so it's like hard
What?
to. It's hard to get
Like
that.
in general?
Yeah, she's like, he's not even good. I'm like, he's a member of the League of Shadows. It's like it's like equal to like, Slade Wilson. He's like Ra's al Ghul level. Like
Yeah,
he's a literal
the
millionaire
fucking
ninja.
ninja.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, he's a ninja and a bat.
yeah, he's a creature of the night. Dude, what are you talking about? You don't
I
like
wish,
Batman? Who the
I
fuck
wish,
don't like Batman? This
I
is
wish,
crazy, dude.
I wish
Never
she was
heard of such.
awake right now to defend her points because she does have some pretty good. She has some pretty good
No,
points.
there's no defending. What? Oh, he's only human. He just, everyone else has powers. Batman did. Yeah. There's no
Nah,
fucking way. There's no
no,
excuse for not liking Batman. I'm
she
sorry.
she she says, okay, well, no, that was my point. I was like, he's just a dude, but look, he's a millionaire and he uses that money to do X, Y, and Z. And she's like, he's not even the fucking one that makes his inventions. Alfred is. She's like, he just pays other people to make his inventions. I was like, true. She's like, at least Tony Stark makes his own shit. And I was like,
You
okay.
know what's funny though? Batman as a character actually hasn't been portrayed that way that much in the movies, but he's actually like this super intelligent fucking
Yeah,
detective. Like that's the whole
yeah,
point. He's like this awesome detective. He's awesome at
yeah.
figuring shit out. And that's what like one of his strongest features. Like a lot of the comic books were like really detective stories. Like it wasn't like all just action fighting. It was like
Yeah.
solving the crime.
Well, and that's one thing that's funny is Adam West Batman, it was like he was like they always try to make it like he was the guy with the answer, like
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Adam
But
West
it was
Adam
just so
West is,
silly.
is from my hometown, just for the record.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Walla Walla, Washington. My friend
I thought you
brought
meant Quahog.
no, that'd be awesome though.
Yeah.
Uh, he's so good in that. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, there's like a bat like a Adam West Batman Day in Walla Walla. There's like a petition to sign for that. That's like a holiday in Walla Walla now, like recent as of recent. And they like
That's
drive
cool.
Batmobile through the downtown, and yeah, it's legit.
That's awesome. I'm speaking of that, so I'm friends with these guys who did you ever see on YouTube when I did a review of that YouTube fan film of The Mask? You know what I'm talking about?
I I know what you're talking about, but I
O-
don't. I couldn't like recall like the bullet points of it.
Okay, so a
But I
couple a
do
couple years
remember
ago, these two guys, um, they're like independent film directors, producers, and they got together and they made this fan film version of The Mask, right? And they really kind of based it on the comic book version of The Mask, a little more violent, a little more like badass.
it. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So they did that, and then everyone liked it so much that they made a sequel to it, and then they went back and made a prequel to it that was about the 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 Norse gods. That it's kind of because the mask is the mask of Loki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they go back and they tell this prequel story about like Loki, and all these Vikings that were being like manipulated by Loki. It's fucking crazy. So they went real deep on it. And then recently they went and made a Jumanji prequel, which is pretty fucking dope.
I think I
And
saw that you talking about that.
yeah, but right now they are working on a Batman film, right? A short film.
Really, really.
It's called it's called Batman Other Worlds. So I think it's gonna be kind of like Flashpoint, you know what I mean? Like where there's different versions of Batman, and they got a legit Batmobile and shit for this. And I know the producer Dylan, he's a collector of props, like official movie props,
Oh, really?
and so he
Oh my,
has the Michael Keaton Batman suit.
oh my God.
Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool.
That'd be awesome to have that. Just wear it around your house.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that was a little went off on a little tangent there, but I'm looking forward to these dudes making this Batman fan film. It's
Okay,
gonna
I
be
know
fucking.
you've put out. I've seen that you've put out multiple, like over an hour of content on Winter Soldier, but and Falcon,
Mhm.
but But
Let's talk about it, man.
yeah,
Falcon Winter
I
Soldier.
put my 2 cents in, and as you know, Captain America is my favorite superhero.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, so let's just dive into that bad boy. U.S. agent, bro. What? Like, he
Yeah.
has the most hateable face. I don't know if you've been watching my story,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. The most punchable face. The
yeah,
worst face. And you know what? And I'm sure he looks normal. I'm sure he looks fine without the fucking
yeah,
cowl on. But like Jesus Christ, dude, when he's in the Captain America suit, he looks ridiculous. He looks like a goober.
yeah. He looks like anybody could beat him up. Like,
That's
they
just
could,
like he has the
they could,
dumbest face.
yeah, they could put my dumb face in there. I would look harder than that fool.
I
I think that's
think
the,
so, Jesse.
I think that's the idea though, is that they want to make him like they want to
I,
make it just so everybody's like, what? Like
but I feel like USA, he should still be like a tough guy.
okay,
You know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
but that's what
That
I'm
guy
saying.
looks like that.
Okay,
That guy
so,
looks like a Stretch Armstrong or something.
yeah, so you hit me to U.S. agent, so I did some digging.
Okay.
Not a lot, just a little. Looked into it, and U.S. agent's pretty fucking gangster. Okay,
Yeah.
he's a superhero.
Yeah. He don't look like a knockoff either in the fucking suit.
Oh, yeah, he's like, okay, this is a young strapping fellow, and he is taking up this. He's been assigned this mission to be Captain America now.
Hmm.
This dude, that might be the same thing, but man, he's lacking in that jawline, bro. Um,
It's kind of a weird jawline, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's like the suit's too big, and I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it's like they needed to cut like 3 millimeters of
mhm,
grit off the edge of the. Yeah, I don't know. They need to sand
something.
it down. Sand it down. Thinner
Yeah.
fat.
It's tough to look at. I'm not gonna lie.
I know I've posted that picture like so many times in my story with different jokes, man. It's just like, oh,
Uh-huh.
it's like how dare you? That's the next one. I'm gonna make a one with Greta going, how dare you?
We just yeah, we were talking about it on the Marvel Plus podcast, and like I was saying that it's kind of like when you go to the dollar store and you look at their action figures compared to the real
Yeah,
name brand action figures.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you look at it, they got that soft rubber face. They don't really look the same, and it's like called the Incredible Bulk instead of Incredible
yeah,
Hulk and shit.
yeah. There's one.
That's
It was there's a meme that I posted. It says it's like Amazon versus Wish, and it's Captain.
mhm,
It's like it's Chris Evans, and then it's U.S. agent. And
yeah.
but what my hope is that they will make U.S. agent really like pretty badass.
Oh
Like
yeah.
despite how he looks, like they'll make him like a formidable adversary to individuals, and he's not a bad guy though. Like U.S. agent isn't a bad guy. He's kind of a douche, but he's not a great guy. But
I think he's one of those characters that like he's been good sometimes, but
yeah,
he's kind of a nefarious motherfucker. Like
oh
kind of
yeah,
like Homelander. He's kind of like Homelander. Like he
that's what
saves
I
the
was just
day
gonna
and
make
shit.
that connection. Like
Yeah.
he's doing it. He's in it for the pride, not or for like the. He wants to be on that pedestal. He's like, okay, I'm Captain America now. Like that's like you ever met like a really weird preacher that's like, I am the anointed one. Like like
Right.
he's kind of on that of that ilk, if you will. I don't know why that was the weirdest reference I ever made, but yeah, I used to know this pastor dude, and he was doing some nefarious things with
Hmm.
some of the ladies
Hmm.
uh, at our church, and I called him on.
Lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to Bill Burr. I was just watching a stand up, but yeah, I was watching that paper tiger. But yeah, and so I was calling him on it because I knew the guy, and I was like, dude, what are you doing with so and so? Like, I'm not gonna put anybody's names out there, but I go, what are you doing, bro? And he's like, I'm not doing anything. This is everything. I'm like, dude, you got some 20-something-year-old girl driving your truck around town. I was like, what are you talking about? You're not doing nothing. I was like, I know if I own a truck, there's only one way the girl's gonna be driving it if she's moving or if she's moving her shit on my shit. You know, like, dude, that's weird. Like, I mean, it's like I'm like,
Yeah.
people are talking, and that should be enough reason for you to not be doing that, right? And I don't know. I'm I don't know. I can't verify or deny whether or not they're bumping uglies or he was just getting manipulated. But either way, anyway, he's like, everything I'm doing is a Christian hospitality. It's like, oh yeah, I got him because I was like, well, can I borrow your truck then? I was like, I need to borrow your truck for a couple of days, man. And he wasn't going for it, and I was like, uh-huh. And then he's like, Jesse,
I
I'm
see.
the anointed one. And I was like, yeah, you keep that in mind.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's about the time I started checking out of Christianity. I was like,
I can see
oh.
that.
I was
I can
like, all
see that.
right.
I've been watching this movie. I'm in the middle of it right now. It's called Cherry. It's that new Tom Holland movie. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's like a
yeah.
soldier, right?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Like the beginning of the movie opens up with him robbing a fucking bank. And it's like,
Oh,
what? Yeah, and then it goes back and tells like the story of how he got there. And yeah,
I have a
tells how he joined
friend.
the military. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild.
Opposite. Remember
Uh
they used to like let you like go to the army instead of going to prison?
uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
Like,
My cousin kind of did that. Like he was
yeah.
planning on going into the Marine Corps and he got in trouble with the law for shoplifting. And it was like you know, kind of like a 2 or 3 or 5 strikes you're out type deal. And
Yeah.
he was about to go to jail and he told the judge like well I plan on going in the military in 3 months and blah 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 and the judge was like, tell you what, if you move up your date and leave immediately, we'll drop the charges. And
Fair.
he's like, done. So that was it. Yeah, he went in right away. Like we were supposed to go in together and
Oh
he ended
yeah.
up going in 3 months before me because of getting in trouble with the law, and then I got in a car accident and never ended up going
I
at
remember
all.
you told me that story, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Wild.
Yeah. We were talking about like how little things like just can change the whole course of your life. I think about stuff like that a lot, man.
Yeah,
I was
me
telling
too.
like me and Kimberly, like, we came so far from where we started at that in the last 3 years, like, like we've evolved so much from like, I don't want to go into all the details, but it's just like, man, what if, you know, okay, I'm almost gonna tell the story. Okay, so the day that me and Kimberly got together, I was actually, I'd known Kimberly for some time before this, right? But, I always known her in a different light as she was with somebody else before this, but they'd broken up recently, and me and her had been talking, but I was like not pursuing her as a girlfriend, but I was definitely pursuing women, right? And so I was on
Yeah.
a date, and I got fat fished on Tinder, and this girl was like, "Man, I'm not gonna be mean because I'm just not gonna be mean. I'll have dinner with this girl, and then I'm just gonna dip out." And so anyway, but I was just thinking like, so I dipped out. And on the way back, Kimberly texted me, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing. What are you doing?" Hey, stay there. I'm gonna come get you, and I want to hang out. And since that day,
Hmm.
that was April 22nd in the afternoon time, of 2018, and we've been inseparable ever since. You know. So, but what if I was like not doing that? What if I was doing like what if I was somewhere else, like or what
Yep.
if just
What if
like
yeah, what if when she called like he's
what if
like,
that girl was
"Oh,
like
I'm out of town."
yeah, or what if that girl was like super fucking like hot and was like trying to get some like,
Just didn't pick up your phone and shit.
yeah,
Like,
what if she was like this girl was like somewhat engaging and like a normal human being who could carry a conversation and You know, like
things could
what if it
a
was the
different
kind
way.
of date? What if it was like even like a half decent date where you're not looking at your phone trying to find a way out of it every 4 minutes?
Right.
It's
Right.
like yeah. And it wasn't just that this girl was big. It's like it's like the worst fucking date ever. Like doesn't talk, just talks about her ex-husband the whole time. Like just telling me how she like drinks every day and like lives with her mom and like like I'm just like you're just a fucking shining star. I don't even remember her name.
Get out of
Like,
here.
yeah, it's like fucking yeah. And like I was no prize at the time either, like, but wasn't going for that. Like she's like, well, what do you want with me? I was like, I don't know. We're both on Tinder. What the fuck do you think I was looking for?
Yeah,
But yeah,
dude. Yeah, I was never. I don't know. I guess that came around because me and Eva have been together for going on 8 years. So like Tinder wasn't real big yet. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It was like 2013. We first got together in 2012. So it was like Tinder, like it was a thing, but
yeah.
it wasn't like it was.
But yeah, in
But
2012,
I
like,
never dated any. I never even had a Tinder. I never fucking did anything like that.
good for you.
Sounds pretty
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, I didn't even get on Facebook until like 20. I've been on Facebook for like 10 years, I think now. So like I
Same.
didn't, yeah, like I was like super late to like the whole technology game, like, you know.
I kept trying to hold on to Facebook. I mean, MySpace. I remember I was on MySpace and Facebook came along and I'm like, no, I'm staying on. Fuck
Man,
Facebook. I'm
we we
sticking
we
with MySpace.
we betrayed Tom, man. He let us have our own background music when you went to your profile.
I
Um,
know.
he never censored us.
He didn't
And
spy on us.
yeah, he didn't sell our information.
Fuck, man.
We
God.
Tom, take me back, bro. But
Serious. Tom, start a new platform. Let's
shout
go.
out shout out to Tom.
Call it Tom Book. I'm there, dude.
Yeah.
Tom's
Oh shit, Trump's starting his own fucking
the
platform, man.
fuck out of here, man.
Okay, okay, but you're not okay. I know, like, but
Trump's
what if?
starting his own platform.
No, no, he's going to.
I get it.
Yeah. Well, they canceled his ass, man. You know, I mean, everybody literally canceled him, right? Like, he
Well,
can't
it's
be.
funny. He still talks all kinds of shit right now. Like he's talking every day about Biden and blah blah blah. And like, but you're not seeing it really. Like I heard one
There's
little
no.
clip of him
Yeah,
on the radio, and I was like, man, you know what? I haven't seen his face on TV talking lately. They
it's
ain't
just.
showing shit.
Yeah, it's just weird how you can get canceled like that, right? Like, okay, so remember I sent you that screenshot of that, or that Chris Bell, he'd posted some QAnon thing, and you're the one that hit me to the QAnon deal, right? And so
No.
he's narrating it, so I think it's his show.
Mhm.
Um, and so I watched it. Like, I know Kimberly is 0% interested in any of this shit, you know. So like I put it on while she was in the shower. Um, and yeah, so I was watching it, and QAnon. So he's on 8chan. That's the only place that ain't blocked him. 4chan blocked him. Uh, Facebook, and everybody's blocked.
4chan blocked him.
Yeah, that's
That's
how. Yeah, what was that dude's name? I used to be on 4chan, man. And 4chan, some crazy shit has happened on 4chan.
yeah. I know what it is. I never been on it, but I know what it is. Like the
Oh,
fucking Wild West over there.
yeah, not so much anymore, man. But it used to be. It used to be pretty wild.
Mhm.
Like, you go to B random, and oh boy, you're seeing some weird shit, bro. There was a time where I was into that. It like this is the best thing. On B, somebody hacked it when we landed on Mars before the Russians or whatever. Remember, there's that race to land a rover on Mars.
Mhm.
That okay, so you open up the random page on 4chan on that day, and it wouldn't stop playing America, fuck yeah, like all repeat all day, dude. It was fucking awesome. That song was in my head for like a month after that. It was like everybody's like, how do you get to stop? Like everybody's like, how do you stop? And somebody like figured it out. They're like, you gotta go here, here, here.
That's great.
Yeah, it was great.
Well,
So
look,
anyway,
dude, I kind of got to wrap this thing up because I got to get back to work.
all right, my guy. No worries.
But
Enjoy yourself. But yeah,
yeah,
check out that show. It's QAnon on HBO. On HBO
yeah,
Max. Yeah, Kimberly's passed out, so I'm probably gonna watch the fuck out of that until I go to bed. So anyway, it's good talking with you, my man. We'll get it
sir.
back at it next week. All right. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Anybody, look, man, we put this on our Facebook page. Obviously, people are going to see that. Um, but if you watch this on Facebook, which most people are right now, most people that are listening to
Ooh,
this are watching us on Facebook. So fucking more
easy
power to them.
access.
I like,
Easy access.
yeah. But we also have an Instagram page. You know,
Yes.
we put these on my YouTube channel as well. And then we
Yep.
both have podcasts outside of this too. Jesse has the Jesse Show, which I
Yep.
think you're just putting that on YouTube, right?
Yeah, actually, pretty much just solely running. It's just a video show on YouTube. So,
Okay.
um,
And then I've
yeah,
got the Marvel Plus podcast where I'm breaking down and reviewing all the Disney Plus Marvel shows, and
that's
my own little solo podcast too, where I just talk about random shit daily. So, yeah, go check those out, and we'll see you again next week.
yes, sir. All right,
Later, man.
later, my guy.